5 minutes until showtime. Four minutes until showtime. Three minutes until showtime. Two minutes until showtime.
What's he doing? You sitting there? You be a good boy? Yeah? Okay. You be a good boy. Hello, Ed. Hello, Sheila. Almost time? You guys are stuck with me today. What? Why are you looking at me? They're bowls. You like the bowls? Like the bowls? Ah.
1 minute until showtime.
1 minute. Hey,
Your
Christine.
show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Love Talk Radio.
This is Susan Swanbeck, CEO of the ATU Network. This work is protected by Creative Commons license.
For the next 2 fun-filled hours, get ready to learn something new, be inspired, enlightened, spooked, helped, laugh, cry, and be awakened. And now, your host of Awakening the Unknown. You never know what these two will be up to next. So please welcome Susan Swanbeck.
Hello, everyone.
And Michelle Sullivan.
Well, Michelle is still trying to find out what's going on with her dad. For those that do not follow us on Facebook, her father is ill. We're not really sure what's going on. So she is still on the phone and trying to find out what's going on. This kind of happened around 7 a.m. this morning. So they know he has pneumonia. But, of course, you can always get the standard corona test. But it sounded like he had a bit of a dementia, too, going on. So a little confused about where he was. He doesn't remember anything. So they're testing his blood work, and we won't know anything for a little bit. So Michelle is going to be there. So you guys are stuck with me. Sorry. You just got me. Oh, and Otis, but he's over there. So we'll do something a little different today. And hopefully on break, I'll have some information for you. She's still trying to find out what's going on. So those of you that do follow the Susan Swanbeck ATU page, which is the crystals and card sales, I did get a new, look at that, a new deck, chakras. Look at that, all chakras. So I thought, thank you very much. So I thought we could do some relaxing, balancing our chakras, especially with, the world the way it is. And of course, everything going on within the house as well and within your own home. I thought what we do is balance up some chakras, and I want to really get you guys going. I want a lot of talk going on here today, a lot of information, and then at 8:30, I will be doing crystals. Of course, I do have some specials. So I always have specials. So I got some special deals. So you want to stay tuned for that. Could be jewelry. Could be spheres, could be, you just don't know. You just don't know with me. So we're going to start off. So what I want you guys to do is remember, we're starting from our root chakra. So I want your feet planted flat on the ground, okay? Flat feet on the ground. Because what you're doing is, you have to think of things this way. You're absorbing the energy from the earth and you're straightening. It's pretty much from earth up to the sun. So it's like a straight line that's going back and forth. And this is something that is really going to help balance you out. And again, we're doing it with sound. So every chakra that you do spin, you spin clockwise. Not my clockwise, your clockwise. Okay? That's your clockwise. So what clockwise is, if there was a clock over my head, okay, the clock to me would be spinning this way. This is the way my clock spins. So you can imagine there's a clock behind you, and that's the way I want you to spin it. Now we're starting off, of course, with the root, which is red, and then we go to the sacral, which is orange, the solar plexus, which is yellow, the heart chakra, which is green, and of course we can do a nice chakra meditation as well today if you want, which is green. Then we have blue, which is the throat. We have indigo, which is the third eye. And of course, violet or purple, which is the crown. And it can be white too. I choose to use the color violet for my representation because when I do a meditation to clean, I like using the beautiful white ball. So we're going to get started. And of course, I can't spin the bowls, do the hand mandors and everything else, but we can go over everything. But right now, let's start with balancing everything out, absorbing the sound, really start spinning these chakras. And again, spin these chakras all the same direction. Don't, do one fast, one slow. Try to spin them all in the same direction. And thank you, Rev. So we won't know what's going on with her for a while. So start spinning them all in the same direction. Is what we want to do, okay? And I want to say hello to everybody, and thank you for everybody that did send prayers already out to Michelle's dad. We don't know what's going on yet. So we're going to start off. So you guys will see me here all week. You'll get tired of it, but don't worry. I got some really awesome, cool stuff. So you'll love it. And then, of course, we have Cynthia Malik. That'll be on Wednesday. And we're going to continue with self-care on Thursday. So I am going to continue with that until we know what's going on with Michelle's dad. Like I said, probably just be me. I might have a guest. Come on, help me out. You don't know. All right. So let's get started. And remember, when you breathe in through your nose, which is, you want to blow the negative out through your mouth. Always in through the nose. Blow it out through the mouth. And you want to do this slowly as you're spinning your chakras, okay? So let's get started here. Let's get these bowls in order. All right, are we ready? Here we go. Spin that sacral chakra clockwise. The color is orange. The note is D. Solar plexus, the note is E, clockwise. The color is yellow. The heart chakra is green. The note is F. Spin clockwise. In through your nose, out through your mouth. G is your throat chakra. The color is blue. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. Spin in a clockwise direction. Third eye chakra is A. The color is indigo. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Positive in, negative out. B, crown chakra. The color is violet. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. Always positive in, negative out. All right. How do we feel now? Do we feel a little better, a little more loose? Remember, when you're breathing, you want to breathe in through your nose. That's bringing in the positive, and you want to blow out through your mouth. Okay. And that's blowing the negative away. And it does get recycled. It gets recycled by your higher power, whichever your higher power is that you choose. Those of you that know me know I'm more eclectic. So pretty much I believe in a lot of different things, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Nothing at all. I think as long as your belief system is positive and you are harming none, then that's the most important thing. That's what really matters. Okay. So we're going to get into, and again, after we finish balancing the chakras for the second time, do some meditation. We're going to test out the new chakra deck that I picked up especially for this today, to try to get a little bit more information for everybody that's having some slight issues with the chakra. Now, normally we go over one chakra at a time is what we do. Good. I'm glad that you feel at peace. It's what we all need right now. I find the bowls relaxing and energizing all at the same time. Now, we have Normally we do the root and then we do the solar plexus. So I thought today we could kind of mix it up a little bit. So do something a little different than the same show all the time. So we're going to go over, and again, I want you guys, if you're feeling a particular type of symptom, if there is something, I do feel better actually. Thank you so much. Ironically, I've been practicing it in the way you told us, make them spin, but never with the bowls. Oh, thank you so much, honey. Thank you, April. I'm so happy. Be blessed too, honey. Blessed be. So, hi, Gina. How you doing? You missed the first chakra spin, Gina, but we will, Derek Spinner. Oh, okay. You missed the first chakra spin, but we're going to do it again after I take a break, which is not for a while. So did you guys know that you can have physical symptoms, physical, emotional, and mental symptoms can actually knock off your spin of your chakra. And what happens is it knocks you off balance. And when it knocks you off balance, when it knocks you off a balance, no, thank you. Okay. When it actually knocks you off balance, what's going to occur is your chakras are going to be knocked off balance. So try to imagine it this way. Say you have a lot of energy, but for some reason, you're not feeling it within your heart, or you're having trouble speaking, okay? So somewhere along the line, we're talking, you have the energy, so your root chakra is probably spinning. It's spinning in the direction that it's supposed to. Let me move this bowl for a second so I can get one of my tools over here and show you guys what I mean. So say this is the representation of your chakra. Now your root chakra is spinning nice, not too fast, not too thin. It's spinning correctly. Now you move up to the solar plexus, and most women that go through menopause will have an issue like this. Your solar plexus starts to spin really slow, and that's kind of normal. Okay, but then as you're moving up, each chakra is not spinning. So by the time you get to your throat, oh, okay, honey. So by the time you get to your throat, there's not enough of the spin going on for it to happen. So it causes a clog. So even though you have the energy and you're feeling okay, but all of these things are actually affecting it. So what's happening is you're not getting your words out. So it could be a complex, different ideas of systems that happen. Sometimes it's one chakra, sometimes it's many chakras. Now, those of you that know pendulums, okay? We do have pendulums, okay? Pendulums, guys, if you have your pendulums, there really is a very good way to check your own chakras. And again, you'll need to do this in a mirror. You'll need to really see which way is clockwise, which isn't, because it's really hard to see your crown chakra unless you're doing the camera. So I could say, show me the spin of my crown chakra. Okay, so now I am looking, and it looks like it's even in the shadow, my crown chakra is open, and it's doing very well. Okay, so now I'm going to move down. Okay, and again, I always go from the top down to straighten it to get a fresh start. And I'll say, show me the spin of my third eye chakra. So you want to check each individual one. And you guys can do this at home and try to figure this out. Okay, and again, okay, that's good. You can start from the bottom, work your way up. I'm starting at the top, going down, so you guys can have an idea of what to do, because you can't really see the other one. All right, and then you go, show me the spin of my throat chakra. Okay, so far, so good. Okay, and then you keep going downwards, which you wouldn't be able to see this one because of the words. This tool right here, just literally a pendulum, can really help you out. It's not only good for just testing your chakras, but I use it to find lost objects. Every time my kids lose something, even though my son's 17, he's like, "Ma, where's your pendulum? I can't find this." Literally draw a map of my house, and I'll ask the paper, is it in this room? Is it in that room? Is it in this room? And I find objects with this. It's absolutely great. It does it by the yes and no. but you can program those any way you want. So it's whatever stone calls to you. I have a couple of different ones on this one, and I have several different types of pendulums. Now there's an actual another tool, if I can find where I put that one. Ah, there we go. For those that like tinctures and are really, really good with sound, if sound does affect you, maybe you're not used to the energy of the pendulum. So maybe you can use some tinctures to test that out. So what you want to do, and again, for the purposes of the show, I'm going to start at the top, work down, but normally you start at your root and work up because your root is number one. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to tink them together and listen to the sound for when it slows down. Okay, the sound changed by my heart. So I'm going to go from the throat down. I'm going to ting them again. Also, yeah, I'm seeing my heart and my solar plexus. So that could be something, okay, I want to look into that. And find out what's going on. I've done the bowls, but maybe I got something going on there. And that's when these come into play. Now, this is a tuning fork, but this particular tuning fork is 528 hertz. You want 528 hertz. Let's see if you can see it. And it's note C. You guys can see that. It's 528 note C. This is called DNA repair. Hertz are really, really important. You also don't want 440 hertz. Okay, you want 442 hertz for your bowls. That's very important. And you also want true sound if you guys do go out and purchase your own bowls. So DNA repair. I always do this in thrice. It's always been my thing to do it in the law of thrice. It just have been like that forever. Then you would hit it, get the sound, and you want to put the tuning fork on where you think you have the issue. So I'm going to spin the tuning fork and do a little repair in the chakra. I'm going to show you up above so you can see. Okay, so now I'm going to spin my clockwise. Okay, you can also put the vibration on you if you want. It's the sound of it, the tuning fork. It's the healing of the energy field, because the tuning fork is working in your aura field, and your aura field is a part of your chakras. And that is really, really important to have a balance in the outer part of your energy field, including the inner part of your energy field. That's something that's very important. So we're going to go into a brief summary. And again, if you guys have questions about a particular chakra, be more than happy to help you with those. And again, towards the end of the show, usually the last half hour to 45 minutes of the show, sometimes the last half hour, I like to do cards, kind of balance out things. So we're going to go into one of my larger manuals today is what we're doing. And we will spin the chakras again, of course, in about another half hour or so. For the break, we'll use the sound again and we'll start doing them. But what you really need to do is you need to pay attention to what's going on within your own body. That is the biggest thing. Your own intuition, your own sense of self, your own sense of, okay, something's not right, but I can't pinpoint it. And that's why some information, you can look up information anywhere. For many years, I've comprised tons of information, especially on individual chakras. I have a short cheat sheet right in front of me. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna start off with the root chakra, and of course, the root chakra is located at the base of your spine. Try to think of where your tailbone is. Okay, you know how you have a little tailbone? Anybody ever wonder if we actually had tails? Just a thought. Anyways, so we have a little bit of a tailbone going on there. So where the tailbone is where your root chakra is, okay? Now, your root chakra has a primary function, a divine principle, physical properties, okay? Anatomical connections, please excuse me, and emotional connections, which basically it's the color, of course. We're dealing with the color main issues, gold, your sense, your glands, and the signs, okay? That's what we're dealing with right now. So we're going to go up the list is what we're going to do. We're going to start from the root and see if you guys, any of these like kind of recognize with you or resonate with you. Now, your primary function or your main issue with this particular chakra, I'm having a hard time with my lungs and asthma. Now that I'm pretty sure, I think that is your solar plexus. Hold on, gallbladder, small intestine, stomach, liver, gallbladder, communication, life force. Hold on a minute. Let me look that up. I'm pretty sure that particular one, because of where your lungs are. Okay. All right. That is feet, testicles, urine, no. All right. Stomach, liver, gallbladder, intestines, no. Is that your heart? Yeah. That's your heart chakra, honey. If you're having issues within your lungs, your heart chakra actually could be off. All right. That's the one that you're actually having issues with. Now, in order to help yourself with the heart, there's many different things you can actually do. You can use the sound healing, which we've just done. The color for this particular one is green. Okay. Your planet is Venus. Your element on this one is air. So literally, if you're having if you can go outside right now, that's the hard part. Or if you can get by a window and open the window and feel the breeze, you want the actual air. And that's it. Pure air will help cleanse that. I'm not talking about a fan. I'm talking about air from nature. Another thing you can actually use, and again, I do have, hold on a second, I have some other ones in here as well that can actually help you out as far as aromatherapy and some chakras here. Hold on. Where is the heart? Hold on a second, guys. That's blocked throat. Heart is before here. Here we go. All right. So, there we go. All right. So some of the things you can actually do in order to help your heart chakra and help your lungs, okay? There are some essential oils that you can use. Now, remember, unless you are an aromatherapist or know an aromatherapist, there are some oils will interact with medical conditions and allergies. So you need to be really careful, okay? Always see a certified aromatherapist for these things, okay? Which I am, by the way. Cypress, geranium, jasmine, lavender, mandarin, melissa, neural oil, and orange. Orange. All of those aromatherapy oils can help you with the clogging and the essence of that also. Also, there could be some deep psychological issues within your heart as well. Some of the herbs you can actually use for this is cayenne, hawthorn berry, jasmine, lavender, marjoram, rose, basil, sage, thyme, and parsley. Those are good herbs. Just put them in your cooking, and they can also help with that chakra as well. And again, it's any green colored food or herb or spice can help you fix this chakra, especially if you can't get to the sound. But the best way to do it is try to get to the root of the psychological issue of what's happening. Now, some of the crystals you can actually use for this particular one is rose quartz. Now, rose quartz, of those that know, it's a semi-precious, and this is the conditions it actually helps. It's used to actually open up and heal. The seemingly universal rose quartz meanings calls it the stone of the heart. It is good for aiding in sleep and alleviating physical ills associated with the heart chakra, and balances also works very good with the balances. And it's also used to calm your emotions and actually dispel negativity, and it promotes peace. So that's one. Another one is green calcite. That's also a semi-precious one used to balance and stimulate, especially if you're having a blockage there. It's recommended to absorb negative energy, boost your physical immunity. So in other words, your immunity to things will actually get built up. Calcite is used to promote healing and transformation. Now, green to white jade. You can use either color jade on this one. It's also a semi-precious. It's used to balance. Jade actually promotes emotional and physical healing of all heart's ills, okay? Emotional and physical. Now, green tourmaline, it's a semi-precious. It's used to open stimulate, and it is considered the stone of rejuvenation. Tourmaline actually promotes emotional stability and healing. Also, green aventurine, it's used to activate, is what it is. The stone is virtually a stone of vitality is what it is. Aventurine actually increases focus and soothes your emotions. So it depends on what's happening at the time. A few other things you can actually do to help with your heart chakra is go forest bathing. Most people, remember when you were a kid and you'd lay on the grass and you'd sit there and you'd stare up at the clouds. I'd say a kid, I still do it now. Except I do it at the beach now. You just sit there and you lay down and you're staring up at the clouds and you make a picture. That's what they call forest bathing, except you're doing it in nature of the forest where there's a lot of green. Also, you want to do a loving kindness meditation. That particular form of meditation has more to do with loving and being kind towards yourself. Giving yourself compliments, seeing the good in you rather than the negative, because these things will help heal your heart as well. You want to establish clear personal boundaries. So if you're the type of individual that does have boundary issues, that's going to cause the heart chakra to be off as well. Now, if you do yoga, you can do a low lunge. A low lunge for someone like me, that would be quite difficult. I couldn't get up. Also sound healing. Now, there are also some affirmations that you can utilize to help you out with something like this. I love myself in every area of my life. I give love and love comes back to me. I deserve love, happiness, and prosperity in all areas of my life. My emotions are balanced and in harmony with my energy. You guys can write your own affirmations as well, if that actually helps. But those are some of the issues that we're dealing with the heart. And the heart does deal with the lungs. So let's see. Hold on a minute. Now, the heart is also, following signs. Now, and this is, there's different signs for an imbalance than there is a block. And that's what you need to know. Okay. Now, some of the following are actually the signs of an imbalance of the heart chakra. Okay. So let me know which one you resonate with. Being overly defensive, feeling closed down, jealousy, fear of intimacy, codependency, relying on others' approval for attention or trying to please at all costs, always putting oneself in the role of savior or rescuer, or the contrary, which is falling into the victim. Now, let's see, excessive isolation, being recluse and antisocial. Right now, that's a hard one. That is a hard one. Guys, do more lives. You're not really alone. Even though you are alone, you're not alone. Yeah, okay. So also holding grudges and not being able to forgive. These are some of the signs. Now, at a physical level, physical symptoms. Here we go. It can actually show up as respiratory ailments, such as lung infections and bronchitis. Okay? Circulatory and heart-related issues. This is for an imbalance. Now, if you happen to have, Christine, if you happen to have a pendulum or some tinctures in order to find out, to see the imbalance, that's something that can help you out. Let's see. And there's also an overactive side to the heart as well. Now, as far as the overactive, it's, let's see, common symptoms, overactive, which again, it's the fourth chakra. Okay, you're dealing with lack of proper boundaries in friendship, intimate relationships, tolerating too much from others to the point of neglecting your own emotional self-care. We've talked about self-care. We do that on Thursdays, and we're going to continue throughout the month. We're going to be dealing with self-care on Thursdays. I might even throw some guests in there. I don't know. Let's see. Loving indiscriminately. It means even no matter what they do, they can't do wrong, even if they are wrong. Giving to others to a cause without restraint. In other words, you would give them your last dollar and then be broke and not be able to get milk for your kids, or or something like that. Also, codependency is another one. Saying yes to everything and to anyone, even if it doesn't, like I said, even if it doesn't benefit you. Sometimes, guys, you just gotta say, I can't. No, I can't do this right now. I need to take this time for myself. And again, there are some other symptoms. So we're talking emotional symptoms now. Some of the emotional signs that might show up with your heart: loneliness, shyness, social anxiety, being overly critical towards yourself and others, and holding grudges. That's why inability to give and receive freely, suspicions and fears, especially in friendship and romantic relationships. And that's why doing this self-care that we've decided to do that. I say we. Michelle's dealing with her dad right now, but dealing with this self-care is something that's going to benefit you guys. Now, we did the first section of the self-care, explaining a lot. There's a lot more detail to it. There's a lot of more things you can actually do. We didn't even get through the first chapter in this particular book. So that's what you can do to actually help your heart. Now, what we can do right now is maybe do an extra spin on your heart for you is what we can do. All right, let's see if I have any more information here on the heart. Yes, actually, I do. A metal you can use is actually copper. Now, I do wire wrap in copper, but it's a conductor, so that's good. Let's see. Note A, vegetables are really good for this one. Let's see. Chamomile as far as fragrances. Let's see. Incense, rose. Gemstone. This one says green tourmaline is this one. So let's do, what we'll do is we'll do an extra spin on the heart chakra right now and see if we can get you a little bit more balanced and healed. We're going to do right from there is we're going to go for the spin on this one. We're going to go right into the DNA repair for you, okay? So, and again, I want you to breathe in through your mouth, out through your nose. And I want you to focus spinning that chakra clockwise right now. That's what I really, 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 really want you to do. Okay, so let's see if we can maybe pick this one up so you guys can hear this one real good. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, I think that's going to be the next bowl I replace. It's so small. Okay, now I want you to focus on the sound of the 528 hertz. Okay. How are you feeling now? Are we feeling any better? Hopefully that does help you. And yeah. Hold on. That's my staticky wires. Just give it a minute here. Let me fix this. There we go. Hopefully that will help. Is that better? No? Put you down here then. No. Put you. Stop. Stop with the fuzz. Stop. Okay. Yeah, we have a little bit of fuzziness going on over here. All right, good. I'm glad you feel better. We're going to continue, and we're going to go over some information on the other chakras. We're going to go over some basics for you. So this way you guys know what it is that you need to look for. And again, I want to start being more interactive with everybody that does listen is what I want to do. The camera will focus in a minute. It's one of those you got to stare at it. So I want to be a little bit more interactive with you guys. You're welcome, honey. And I want to be able to help you and personalize what's going on and give you the information that you need right then and there, no matter what the chakra is, okay? So let's see if we can start. We're going to start again. We're going to start with the root. I'm going to give you guys a little bit of information over here. Just excuse me a minute while I check Blog Talk and take a sip of coffee. All right. Now, your root chakra, of course, you guys already know this. Your color is red. Okay? The color of this particular chakra is red. Now, you're dealing with, this is the main purpose of this, okay? Grounding and security, which is actually represented by survival, primal energy, taking care of self and others. This is your main issues with this particular chakra. Now, you're dealing with your divine principles in this. Your divine principles with your root chakra is again, simplicity with the basics. You're dealing with stability, self-preservation, and awakening primal instincts. Now, some of your principal properties, which has to do with your senses, you'll end up, and again, this is what it can affect. It can affect anxiety, dyslexia, grounding in the physical plane, and also can affect your sense of smell. Whoa. What do you know? Now, we're dealing with anatomical connections is what we're dealing with. Your root chakra, believe it or not, it's a representation of your reproductive system. And again, your testes, your vagina, pelvis, legs, feet, tailbone. Also your adrenal glands. All right. Now, some of the physical basic needs. Your base needs is safety and security, being grounded, and behaviors, sexualities, and fears also. Okay, there's a lot of fear-based things that actually happen with your root chakra as well. Now, your planet in this particular one is Saturn. This is driving me batty, this noise. I hate noises like this. I like noises like this. Stop. Hold on. Let's try this. Ah! That worked. All right. Saturn is actually a planet. All right. Now, your element in this particular root chakra, in this one, your element is earth. Because you figure you're grounding to the earth. That is your energy center. That is your basic in your root chakra. Because always remember, I tell you guys every week, root like a tree. And the reason you're rooting like a tree, because people say, oh no, I don't want to ground my gifts and you know, there'll be a problem. And it's like, hey, Brenda, now, no, that won't be it. What happens is if a tree does not have its roots inside the ground, it can't get the nourishment it needs to actually grow up. Where does it grow up? It grows up towards the sky. So that is why it's your energy center. Now, let's see, your aromatherapy for this one, cinnamon. Okay, everybody feels like, oh, my mom's making apple pie with cinnamon or cinnamon rolls. And that's really good because it gives you that, oh, that's good. See, now I'm making myself hungry. All right, now, metal, lead, believe it or not, lead. We're dealing with actual lead, not lead with lead poisoning, but lead is really good. Now, and again, your seed sounds that I utilize are slightly different than the ones that are actually in this book. And I think it's on this paper. Oh, I have so many papers. Please excuse me. Here we go. All right, now, when you're dealing with seed sounds, your first seed sound for this one, and again, when we're talking about seed sounds, it's a sound you can do, just a sound. It's okay for people to think you're nuts. You're dealing with your root. You can just do la. And again, you want the A sound longer. Longer is what you want. And that's what you're dealing with. Also, food is protein. Protein-enriched food is going to help you with this one. And let's see, fragrance would be cedar. Incense would be myrrh. And also, they recommend hematite and bloodstone in this particular book, but there are many other crystals that really do help balance it out. And I do have a complete list that I speak to on a normal basis. So, and again, that's the root. So is anybody having particular issues with the root chakra? Do you recognize any of those symptoms that we maybe need to put a little extra energy into your root? If so, let me know. We can do that. If not, we can go over the basics of the sacral chakra if you want. See if any of those symptoms are like, okay, it's been a rough week and maybe this is it. So let me know if the root chakra is when it's off. We can respin. We can do some DNA repair on you on that as well. Okay. Now, your sacral chakra, of course, the color is orange. Okay. And you are dealing with, let's see, relationships and emotions come from your sacral chakra. Sexuality and intimacy. Also expressing your needs, emotional and sexual. Those do stem from your sacral chakra. Now, as far as your divine principles, again, you're dealing with, let's see, you're dealing with sensitivity and sensuality, okay? You're also dealing with sexual desire, reproduction, responding, and giving and receiving is what they mean. If you have trouble giving and receiving, that's affected by this. Also, physical properties, colds, your life force. Let's see. Also, energy. Your energy center might be a little low. Sex, creativity affects your taste. This does affect your taste as well. Okay. Now, when you're dealing with your anatomical issues, you're dealing with your abdomen, your spleen, urinary tract, and kidneys, ovaries, ulcers, blood sugar. Also, also blood sugars, right? Okay. Also, some of your emotional issues you can have with this is intimacy, intimacy and letting go, taste, emotional needs, emotional cleansing, warmth, and your desire. Now, warmth is not, oh my God, it's nice and warm in here. Warmth is something that you feel towards. A good example, grandchildren, your children, okay? Mother's Day just went by, your mom, you know, these are that warmth that you have inside. So if you're having an issue with that, that could be stemmed from that as well. Also, let's see, your planet on this one is the moon. Stargaze, the moon. Also, your element is water. This is a water-based chakra. Let's see, aromatherapy, dragon's blood works really well for that. I did run out. Tin is a good metal for that. I will let you know what the seed sound is in a minute. And liquids is what help you. And again, water is really good, H2O. Water is really good. Let's see, your fragrance would be rose on this. Nope, would be blueberry. Nope, would be rose. Some incense is saffron, please excuse me. Any coral or carnelian stone, like orange carnelian, it works really, really well with this, okay? That is going to be quite beneficial to you as well. Now, is anybody noticed they're having an issue with this particular chakra? And again, I can see some of the messages in the chat, others I cannot. So let's see what we got here. So far, nothing. Can't post messages to some destinations. Well, those that are on here. Okay. So we're going to go over the third one is what we're going to do. Again, I'm going to give you guys the information of chakra number 3. After chakra number 3, we're going to go for a short break. What I'm going to do this time is find the meditation music. And all you guys have to do is just literally mindful meditation. I want you guys to do a small kindness meditation during the break. Just mindful. And again, mindful and kindness. If you don't know how to meditate, I just want you to focus on your breath, how you breathe. And we'll explain that in a minute, okay? So now we're actually going to be dealing with your solar plexus. Now, your solar plexus deals with energy, vitality, willpower, desire, and power, personal authority. So those that have issues with your personal authority, it will be affected here. Also, your divine principles, you're dealing with inner strength, self-control, comes from your solar plexus. Also, your purpose, like why are you here? Metabolism and motion and energies and energized emotions also. Now, let's see. Now we're dealing with your senses, vital energies, the body's battery, gut instincts, low intuition, and believe it or not, your sight. Also, anatomical connections to this one with G glands is digestive system, stomach, liver, gallbladder, let's see, your bile, small intestines, and your pancreas do get affected by this one. Now, emotional connections. That is like self-control, efficiency, purpose, let's see, strive for perfections, details, mental and willpower, and also anger. That can all be affected by this. Oh, know anybody with anger issues? Okay. It's coming from your solar plexus is what it's coming from. Oh, to pull these out. Now I'm getting a little cold. All right. So now your planet on this one is Mars. Really hard to see. Unless you have a, microscope. Your element on this one is fire. Fire! Sorry. Your aromatherapy, let's see, ginger is really good for this one. Your metal for this one is iron. Let's see, your food is any grain food is going to help you with this. Also, let's see, your fragrance is blueberry. Your incense is cedar. Amber and citrine both work very, very well with this particular chakra is what they work with. So, let's see. Before we go any farther, I am going to find that meditation music for you guys. Then we're going to go over, and then when I come back from the break, we're going to balance the chakras again. We're going to do the complete chakras again. We're going to go over some more information, and then I'm going to clean up the bowls and maybe do a few cards to see how you guys are doing with your chakras after that. Don't forget, if you do have issues with learning how to meditate, the best thing that you guys can actually do is focus on your breathing. As you're listening to the music, all you have to do is focus on how you breathe. That's it. You just close your eyes. Does your chest go up and down? Does it go out and in? Are you breathing shallow, like, or are you taking nice, deep, long breaths, blowing it out? Focus just on your breaths. Now, those that do need a little bit more happiness and kindness meditation, focus on the positive things about you. As you close your eyes, I want you to try to picture something extremely positive. For those that smell, have a positive smell, okay? So literally, so it's going to help you and benefit you in the long run, okay? So we're actually going to, I'm used to saying I will be back right after this. So guys, I want you to close your eyes. I want you to focus because there's no blah, blah, blah. Some nice soft meditation music for you guys today. And when I come back, we're going to rebalance the chakras. No, no, no. Go to smile. All right, guys. We are back. I'm hoping you feel very relaxed, very calm, and very receptive and open to receive some more chakras. And then we're going to give you guys some more information on what could be going possibly wrong with your chakras. And don't forget, 8:30 tonight, we'll be doing some crystals. I do have a variety of crystals up for sale. I do have some that are special prices that I will be, so you never know. You never know with me what is going on. So I'll be doing that at 8:30 tonight, okay? On Susan Swanbeck, ATU. I will be building a separate page just for crystals sales. So, all right, so let's get started. We're starting again with the root chakra. We're going to spin clockwise. We're going to breathe positive in through your mouth. Okay, blow positive in through your nose. Negative out through your mouth. Okay, so let's get started. I needed that. What are you guys feeling now? How we feeling? Are we feeling good? We got this going on. How we feeling? Okay, we're gonna read up the last of the information over here, and then we'll go over some of the seed sounds as well. And again, like I said, I decided to do this a little different. So if you guys are having a condition that does sound familiar, it does fall along the lines of one of these, let me know. We'll give a little extra spin. We'll do some DNA repair. We'll see what we can do to help you get that moving again, and then give you some tools to help you out with that as well. Okay, so the next one we're going to be talking about is your heart chakra. Now, your heart chakra, of course, is green. We're dealing here with balance, love, and connection. Also, love and compassion, ego, hope, and positive attitudes. They're all affected by this particular one. Also, we're dealing with your goals, which is otherwise known as divine principles. You're dealing with your warmth, your esteem, of course, and forgiveness. Motion, also sharing and relating, respecting self and others. Also, your physical properties, you're dealing with center of love for yourself, others, God, and your emotional balance. Also, you're dealing with touch. Okay, you're dealing with touch. Now, your anatomical connections, heart, lungs, lymph, immune system, allergies, blood pressure, circulatory, and your thymus. Also, your emotional connections, you're dealing with sharing and trust, flexibility, growth, new ideas, coping skills, balance, and love is what you're dealing with, though, then. Fighting addiction. I do have one for that one. Hold on. Addiction. That one I'm pretty sure. Hold on a minute. That one's in the back of my book. Let's look that one up for you. I knew I did one specifically for addiction. That's what I did. Hold on. Okay, so now your root chakra. Your root chakra is actually related to heroin, cocaine, alcohol, milk, and fatty meats. Is any of this sound familiar with you? That's one form of addiction. Now, each chakra could be separating. That would definitely be your root chakra, your grounding center, is what's happening right here. Okay, if it's alcohol, it would be your sacral chakra. So it depends on which particular one you're actually talking about right now. Those are the two that are main. Like I said, your root chakra is, again, related to heroin, cocaine, milk, alcohol, fatty meats, struggles. Also, that it's actually governs sexuality, stability, giving us the ability to be centrally balanced, which is sometimes, often, many of us actually struggle with in and out of recovery as well. Weaknesses in the root chakra actually manifest an imbalanced sex life, overspending, cutting overall health. Now, your second one, if you're dealing with, alcohol also can be a third chakra. You need to let me know. Cigarettes, tobacco. Tobacco is a chemical. Hold on. Gluten, wheat, starch, grain-based alcohol, chocolates, cannabis, cocaine, caffeine, carbonation, beer, wine, cornstarch. Hold on. I know I do have a couple more. I'm looking up tobacco. 4, hot chakra. Smoking, sugars. That's your hot chakra as well. We did go over that in the first top of the show. It also deals with your immune system, your endocrine system, emotional problems that actually arise have to do with the compassion, tenderness, love of self and others. Rejection tend to have a weak heart chakra. Also, after recovering from an opiate or heroin use, the actually sugar craving can arise and affect the heart chakra in a negative way. Let's see. Also, the throat chakra. Okay, this one might sound more along the lines. Smoking in the foods is actually located in the throat. Yeah, that would be a throat chakra, is from what they're saying right here. So hold on a second. Let me see if we can give you some tools here. Let's look up some tools for you. Throat. Okay, that was lungs. This is your throat. All right, I'm going to give you some tools, and then we're going to spin this a little bit more for you. Hold on. Okay. All right, so some of the essential oils that can help you, and like I said, these are the essential oils that can actually do something to assist you with what you're going through right now. Let's see. You are dealing with chamomile. English or Romanian is fine. But remember, here's the thing, guys. This is the thing about some of these. If you have hay fever, can't take chamomile. Also, you're working on your heart and throat too. Also, peppermint. If you have high blood pressure, do not use peppermint. Also, cypress oil and spearmint is a really good one. It's a safe one, especially if you're around people that do have an issue with high blood pressure. This is why I say you guys really need to seek the advice of an aromatherapist that can actually help you out with these things. Now, herbs and spices, we're dealing with, let's see, colesfoot, peppermint, red clover, blossom sage, salt, and lemongrass. Now, I'm talking about cooking sage, okay? Any blue-colored herb, spicy, or food can actually help you with this as well. And let's see. Also, we are working with, here are some of the crystals here. Now, amzonite is actually a green turquoise. It's green and a turquoise green. It's a semi-precious. It dispels guard against negative energy while restoring emotional balance. Lapis lazuli, used to open, stimulate, and balance the stone of truth, restores your ability to communicate. Turquoise is green-blue, used to stimulate and balance, actually dispels a negative energy and restores confidence to speak and express your thought. Also, aquarium. And again, of course, my printer ran out of ink under aquarium. Don't you love when that happens? Let's see. Also, an easy pose. It's going to look ridiculous. So I'm going to demonstrate this one for you here. You just bought sage. Good. Sage is really good for this. Another really easy pose, and you have to think about it. By the time you're out of breath, you're not going to want to have a cigarette after this, okay? So easy pose is, it's when you're sitting Indian style. They used to call it Indian style. It's now called crisscross applesauce, so to speak. And again, you want to touch these two fingers together, and that's the thumb and this finger right here, okay? You want to touch these together, and you want to put them down like this, okay? And this is the chant. And I know you guys are going to laugh, and it's okay. Okay, so you sit, and you close yourself, and this is a yoga. You just want to sit. You want to sit so you're crisscross applesauce. Relax your shoulders down, and you want to go hummy hum barum hum, hummy hum barum hum, hummy hum barum hum, hummy hum barum hum. and you keep doing this over again. It's actually hummy, hum, barum, hum. I know it sounds ridiculous. Every time I do it, my kids laugh. Oh, you have lapis? That's good. Also, you can do some affirmations too. Affirmations, especially when you're trying to take away a negative behavior. Wow, turquoise has a lot of benefits. Oh, but you're not a turquoise fan. You might be if I wrapped it in jewelry, Brenda. I could wrap it in jewelry for you. It really does. I love turquoise. Also on chakra bracelets has yoga. So it's a win-win. You can actually write your own affirmations about what you want. Now, if you're trying to quit smoking, literally, you can put an affirmation together. And again, I'm just going to throw this off the top of my head. Let's see, what can I think? Okay, how about, let's try to think. I am, let's see. And again, you want to start off slow. I will not have any side effects from quitting smoking or whatever. The chanting works very well. Now, some of the affirmations I have written down is I express my feelings easily and freely. I own my power and feel fully alive. I am calm, confident, and well-spoken. I communicate effectively with everyone in my life. And it's just no, cake won't solve this, Jake. Sorry, that's my son. Cake won't solve it, Jake. That's also my computer tech. He's the one that repairs the computer for us. Yay, love him. And he also got me Dunkin' Donuts coffee. And my daughter got me Scooby-Doo. Ooh. And my BFF got me the Wandering Jew. Woo-hoo. The plan, no, it's a plan I've been looking for, not an actual person. Never mind, that's just what I know about. So those are some of the things that you can actually do. Because you think about it, you're chanting, cake solves everything. When you're chanting, you're the chanting. And what happens is if you keep doing this, after a while, you're kind of a little out of breath. And that's where the extra oxygen, because you're practicing the way that you breathe, which is another technique that can actually help you. Now, your throat chakra, which we were talking about, of course, deals with communication and healing, creativity, seeing the whole individual, and seeing the one will. If you can understand that. Also deals with speech expression, speech articulation, creativity, of course, and communication. Let's see. It also deals with your parathyroid, balance of yin and yang, of course, and the male and female. Also deals with your hearing. Now, anatomical connections, you're dealing with throat, neck, pancreas, ears, sinuses, your respiratory system, and your thyroid. Also, as far as your emotional connections, you're dealing with the feeling of openness, the idea of a healing nature, your life force, creativity, and communication. Now, your planet for this particular one. Your planet is Mercury. Your element is ether on this one. And I'll tell you the ones that I actually utilize. Aromatherapy is eucalyptus. Eucalyptus is really good, especially I use that a lot with sinus infections. Eucalyptus. I really like the eucalyptus. Also, metal is also mercury. Let's see. Your food is fruit. Fruit is very helpful for this. Frankincense is a good fragrance. Sandalwood is a good incense, and of course, turquoise and azurite. Azurite is another good stone for this one. Now, we're going to get into the third eye. Okay, so your third eye. Of course, your third eye, you're talking about the color indigo. Your throat was blue. Now, indigo is kind of like a bluish purple type color is what it is. So you're dealing with your intuition and your understanding, clairvoyancy, seeing beyond your 5 bodily senses and your physical sense. Also, your divine principle is your 6th sense, clairvoyancy, imagination, knowing and seeing intuitively. Also, your physical properties, your endocrine and nervous system, awareness, meditation, and intuition. Okay? Your anatomical connections, you're dealing with the brow, your autoimmune nervous system, your eyes, your pituitary gland, and your hypothyroids. Also, emotion. You're dealing with psychic awareness, intuitions, the big picture series, imagination, focus on the good, and your clairvoyancy all comes from this particular one as well. Now, your planet on this one is Jupiter. And again, their element they have is light. Your metal is silver. Now, let's see. Your food, they're saying air, just breathing. Now, you have to take a breath when you chant. So that's a good chant to actually use. Fragrance is Star NSA. Incense is Galagale. And, of course, a lapis is a really good, and amethyst is also a good one for this one. Now we're going to get into the last one, then I'm going to clear up some bowls, and we're going to see if we can flip some cards and see how everybody's doing now, and see what you guys have to work on for the week. Now, let's see. Your crown is actually violet. Of course, it's located at the top of your head. You're dealing with enlightenment, a transcendent, spiritual understanding, cosmic consciousness is what you're dealing with. Your divine principle is divinity, higher values, wisdom, inspiration, higher reasoning, and awareness. Very important. Physical properties. Let's see, your metabolism, your RNA, your DNA, and your spiritual connection, also thinking, comes from your crown chakra. Let's see, your anatomical connections, which are your glands. Again, crown, central nervous system. Your head, your cerebral cortex, your upper spine, hair, comes from that. And your pineal gland. Now, your emotional connection is spiritual love and compassion, peace of harmony, loving thought, focus, consciousness, and cosmic love is what you're dealing with these. Now, the planet you're dealing with is Uranus. You're dealing with thought is your element. Your metal is gold. Your food is fasting, which is weird. And your fragrance is lotus. Incense is peony. And gemstone, again, tourmaline and clear quartz, they're saying is really good. There are some other crystals, and there are other crystals and oils and a lot of other things that would be quite beneficial to this. And I just chose today just to do things a little differently and look up what you guys need to do. I mean, rather than just throwing one piece of information with you, I wanted to give you the opportunity to say, hey, I kind of need help with this. Hey, I kind of need help with that. All right, so what we're going to do right now is I'm going to wrap up these bowls. I'm going to do one last DNA repair for those that require any more extra assistance. And then we're going to do something about shuffling up the new deck that I have here that I bought especially for this show. Okay, so what I want you guys to do is remember, okay, 528, DNA repair, tuning fork. That's what DNA repair is. It's 528 hertz is what I'm talking about. I want you guys to focus on that particular chakra you're having an issue with. And I want you to absorb the energy of this. It's actually going to help you. Here we go. You ready? I love that thing. Okay, so that is, it's a really good 528, guys. You can buy it on Amazon, literally. And make sure it's 528 hertz. And if you guys are interested in actually purchasing your own bowls, you're more than welcome to do that as well. I use a variety of 2 different types of bowls. Now, those that weren't around earlier, oh, thank you, Pippa. Those that were not around earlier, pendulums. Pendulums come in handy for a lot of different things. Literally can diagnose what's going on. If you have a spin, and again, if it's spinning clockwise and it's spinning good, it's good. If it's spinning like this, you know that it's off balance. If it's not moving or moving backwards, you have a block or reverse chakra. And this is what you need to find out. So what you do is you hold this up, and again, I'll just hold it on my third eye just so you guys can see what I'm doing again. Just a little refresher. You want to say, show me the spin of my third eye chakra. is what you want to do. And the pendulum will spin. And I swear, I think this thing is going to hit me in the head. Hopefully, I held it off okay. So, and that's what you do. That's a really, really good tool to have. Also helps you find lost objects in the house. Yes or no questions, if you want to do it that way as well. So those are quite beneficial. All right, so what we're going to do now is I'm going to try to rearrange this bowl so it don't get it in trouble here. Those are the crystal bowls. Oh, these are the crystal bowls I use. This is the, let's see, crown, solar plexus. Nope, crown, sacral. That's the solar plexus. All right, so I have a new deck for chakras. Okay, we got about half an hour left. So let's see who's in the chat and who would like a weekly chakra reading. I'm going to pull 3 cards just to see what you guys need to work on. Now, this particular deck is actually colored for the chakras, is what they are. So if you have something upside down, it'll give you a little bit more of a hint of what's going on. All right. So let's see. Who would like a weekly chakra? I always do Brenda. I don't even know if she's here right now, but we'll do Brenda. Yeah. Okay, Brenda, we're going to flip over. If anybody else wants me to do a quick 3-card spread for you to see which chakra's off balance. I'm probably going to do my kid, too. Oh, no! Okay. So we're going to do a 3-card spread, see what happens here. Okay. All right. All right, Brenda, you seem to be focusing on certain things. You're dealing with the orange, which is your sacral chakra, is what we're dealing with right now. And again, you're dealing a little bit with emotional issues as far as your self-worth. That seems to be the biggest thing. The way to solve this is really ironically, you need to release it. You need to find a way to release what's going on. So we're dealing again, guilt, self-worth is what you're dealing with. And this is something that's coming from your sacral chakra. Now, your release, a really, really, really good way to release things, believe it or not. If you live next to an airport, you know how when planes and they take off and they're right there? Sit there and scream at the top of your lungs, literally. Lay down and scream at the top of your lungs to release something. But find a way to be able to release the energy is what you're doing. And then you'll be able to rethink and reapproach the situation from a fresh perspective, okay? That is very, very important. So, Brenda, that was you. Now we're going to do Pippa. So let me shuffle up these a bit more. Don't forget, for everybody that's listening in, over on our radio station, you want to go over to Facebook, and you want to go to Susan Swanbeck APU for some awesome crystal sales. Okay. All right. There we go. And again, the crystal sales help support the network. There we go. Got to shuffle up a few more times here and see what we got going on here for Pippa. All right. Ooh, wow. All right. Ooh, okay. Okay, you got 3 different chakras going on right here. The way that you perceive things, I want you to focus on that. And that has to do with your heart chakra. The way your heart actually perceives what's going on, your perception of things. They want your heart to work on that. That's very important. Also, they're saying that you've got an upside down sacral chakra. Your sacral chakra is your second chakra. It's a little bit upside down at the moment is what they're saying. And again, if I have no idea what anybody looks like. So again, I always say certain things. If somebody's going through menopause or had to have a hysterectomy, this would be something that's normal right now. So what this particular card is supposed to be letting you know is that you're in passive, don't pass. It's telling you right now to pass. The way to solve this, because the card is upside down, it's telling you to pass. It's telling you you have the green light to go. Green light, go! That'll help you out. Now, as far as your crown chakra, they want you to work on recovery. Ironically enough, look at that. You see me shuffle. Work on your recovery. Don't give up on your goal. It's showing you you're going to get the keys to the kingdom is what you're going to get. It's a really beautiful representation of you can do this. Okay? They have faith in you. And again, the reason it's in your crown chakra is because it's dealing with your mind. Your mind. So pretty much they're letting you know it's mind over matter, which my grandmother always told me, if you don't mind, it doesn't matter. But that's just what my grandmother used to say. So, and that's what it is. If you can convince your mind that you can do this, that you don't have any issues whatsoever, you won't feel any symptoms, convince your mind you won't feel any withdrawals, you won't feel this, you won't feel that, nothing. Convince your mind. They're saying that you have the ability to do that. Okay, Peppa? All right, who else do we got in the chat room here? I'm going to do my son. There we go. Let's do my son. Jacob, I'm going to read your chakra cards. Don't tell me cake. No cake. No cake. No cake for you. All right. See what we can do here. All right, let's see. Jake. And he won't pay attention, but... All right, here we go. Ooh. Solar plexus, throat chakra, sacral chakra. Oh, okay. Your solar plexus, Jacob, has to do with the prayer, the way that you see things. And that has a lot to do, believe it or not, your solar plexus right now is affected by your spirituality. Hey, Christine, quest. Now, they're saying for you not to go on another quest. Now you're dealing with this particular card's upside down. Do not go on a quest right now. That is not going to be beneficial to you. That is your throat chakra. Now we're dealing with your sacral chakra, which is compassion. They're telling you to show more compassion towards others right now. That is what's going to help balance this one out, okay? That's going to help you with that. All right, so I got time for somebody else if they want a weekly chakra, what do I need to work on thing. Christine, did you want me to flip over 3 to see how you're doing for this week? And I will check off the laptop and see what's going on over there. Don't forget 8:30. 8:30, go to Facebook, go over to Susan Swanbeck ATU. 8:30, you're going to see a live crystal show. Okay, crystals, cards, and I do have some amazing tarot card sales. As a matter of fact, I have one of these decks for sale too. I only got one. Okay, can only manage to get a hold of one of these. All right, so we're going to do a weekly one for you. All right, let's see. All right, how we do it now? Okay, Christine. Huh. Huh. Okay. All right. Now, the first one you need to work on is your crown chakra. In order for your crown chakra to expand to where you need to be, they want you to work on forgiveness. And sometimes that's the hardest thing in the world to do. And forgiveness, it deals a lot with not just forgiving others, but also sometimes forgiving yourself. We're not perfect. There's no such thing as a perfect individual. Not even us. So learn to forgive. Forgiveness. That's going to help the crown chakra. Okay. Now, the other thing that we're working on right now is wisdom. Okay. Wisdom in your heart. Okay. Now, you have the ability to sense out others' emotions, others' feelings, others' reflection on themselves. So rather than jumping, let your heart jump. They want you to think first. Okay? They want you to think. And you also need to stop worrying about rejection. Okay? And this is the general message. Some of them do have general messages. They want you to stop worrying about rejection of others. Okay? Because literally, if you stop worrying about the way other people feel in general, and you focus more on yourself, then that's all you have to worry about. As long as you approve you're actually going to be better that way. Better. All right. I don't know who else is in the chat room here. I'm actually going to throw out some cards for the general public right now. For those that are actually listening in, I'm going to throw out a general read. Okay? Just do those things for the week. And again, every week I'm going to start doing this. I bought this deck right here specifically for this show, Chakra. Okay? And it's a really wonderful deck. I like this one a lot. It gives a lot of generalized information based on each particular chakra. All right, so I'm going to do a general read for our listening audience right now. And let's see. In general, we'll see what they need to work on right now. All right, there we go. Ooh, okay. All right, for our general listening audience, the first thing you guys need to work on in order to have your throat chakra open up, the biggest thing is you're very impatient, guys. You need to work on being more patient, okay? That's going to help your throat chakra open up. Now, the other thing as far as your root chakra, for those that are having issues with energy, the first one for those that are having issues with their speech. The next one is for those individuals that are having issues with energy. You need to work on your acceptance. Acceptance of things you cannot change. You can't change everything. Just accept. That's going to help you right there. Okay. Now, as far as those individuals dealing with your solar plexus, you need to work on learning to do without. The abundance card is an upside down, which means that sometimes you have to learn to make do with what you have right now, especially right now, guys. Especially with what's going on. Don't go overboard. You don't need an abundance of everything. Just learn to accept what it is that you have and work with what you have. You know, you might be surprised some of the things that you can come up with these. And this is for the general audience, the general listening audience. So for those that are having issues in those particular areas, that's what I'd like you to work on this week. Very, very, very good. So, that is your actual chakras. That is all your chakras, guys. So, let's see. I'm going to show you, for those that are actually watching, some of the decks. And when I say some, I mean some. I mean lots. Some of the decks I will be working on. Where's my other one I've been working with nonstop? Okay. So, I have several decks that I will be working on with tomorrow for Tarot Tuesdays. Just so you guys know. This is one of my decks. It's a brand new deck, and it is beautiful. I love the energy in this deck. This is one of them, and I've connected with a lot of these. Also, Mystical Wisdom of the Shaman. I'll be working with that one. Also, I will be working with Past Lives. Also, we'll be working with Goddess Power, and another one I really connected with was Wisdom of the Hidden Realm. Some of these are available. Some of them I swiped. So when I do the show tonight, you'll be able to see what we do have available for cards. But I really, really, truly love this particular deck. It's a really beautiful deck. I don't have the cover for it. I already sold both of them. So I don't know what I did with the cover to this one. Don't you love it when that happens? Yep. Nope. Don't know what I did with it. It's based off actually a book series, but the energy of this particular deck and the way that it's actually written out, it's an amazing deck. There's a lot of detail in the artwork, and it's really made for somebody that wants to self-read themselves. And I really need to get a hold of a few more of those as well. So, all right. So, anybody got any other questions about chakras? Any more questions about your chakras? I need more bags. I need more bags. Okay, so, and the deck that I just read from, I only have one left available for sale, is this one. Let's see if you guys can see that. That's the one I have. This is the one that I was reading off of. I really love that deck for chakras, and I've been looking for that for the longest time. So I don't know when Michelle will be back right now. She's still, like I said, waiting to find out what's going on with her dad. So in the meantime, you guys are stuck with me. So we're going to wing it tomorrow for readings and do the best we can. I probably won't even be able to write down names and do everything else, but we're going to wing it. We're going to do what we can. So how you guys feeling now? How are we feeling out there? We have about 17 minutes left to the show. 17 minutes. And then we're going to go and get something quick to eat. And at 8:30 on Facebook, I will be doing crystal sales. Crystal sales. So how are we doing out there, guys? How are we feeling now? Are we all feeling good? All right. Well, that is your actual chakra show for this week. I will see you guys tomorrow night on ATU Network, and you will hear me for those that are actually following us. Don't forget, you can download any show that you want from iTunes, Google Play, TuneIn, iHeartRadio. Just look for ATU Network. Also, the stream, you can rewatch the stream if you want on Facebook and also on our YouTube page. Let's see, what else can I say? The website, I am still in the process of working on it. I'm trying to dwindle down which particular crystals I do want to carry on a regular basis on the website. So I will see you guys back here on ATU at work on tomorrow night. And come join me for those that are listening in. ATU Network, not ATU Network, Susan Swanbeck ATU. Look for the live show, The Girl with the Strange Purple Hair. And I want to say thank you so much, guys, and peace out. And I'm actually going to see you here tomorrow.
Thanks for tuning in to Awakening the Unknown with Susan Swanbeck and Michelle Sullivan here on the ATU Network. For more information on upcoming shows and appearances, be sure to follow us on Facebook and on the web at awakeningtheunknown.wixsite.com. Voiceover work done by Green Brain Thespian.
Peace out.